the world. 96 sinners with beer. You take one down, turn them around. 97 sinners with beer in the world. 97 sinners with beer in the world. 97 sinners with beer. You take one down, turn him around. 97 sinners with beer in the world. 96 sinners with beer in the world.
Thanks, guys. I think that version is a lot more, edifying for the church trip. See, Esther's a poet, and she didn't even know it. But her feet show it. They're Longfellows.
No, they aren't. They're perfect. I was fashioned by a master craftsman, Pastor Dave.
Esther's feet sing music? Oh, man, he burned you.
Well, anyhow, I know you're all not quite done with your little song, but I thought I'd interject briefly to remind you that as soon as we get to Camp Gloryland, we have an orientation meeting with the staff. So, I want you all to go straight to the meeting hall. I want you all to go to the hall. Hey, what do you know? I'm a bit of a poet myself. Do you think I could be a rapper, kids? Hey, I want you all to go straight to the hall. Be sure not to fall. We'll have a ball. Hope this bus doesn't stall. Man, these trees are tall. Philippians was written by Paul. Let's go witness at the mall. Man's a sinner from the fall. Joshua march around the wall.
Pastor Dave, what is free time today? Because we have some things we need to discuss and pray about in private.
Oh, I don't know, Seth and Beth. We'll just have to wait and see.
Hurry, someone starts singing that stupid song before he starts rapping again. Did you smell Granny's shawl? Southern folks speak with a drawl.
I concur with that assessment. Over.
Hey kids, are we excited about another exciting year of excitement here at Camp Gloryland? Woohoo! I said, are we excited about another exciting year of excitement at Camp Gloryland?
You bet. I mean, this is so stupid.
Well, are we gonna have an incredible time this year or what? I'm the program supervisor here at Camp Gloryland, and my name is Nicholas Coopersmith. But those who were here last year know I'm just known as Quick Nick. Can I hear you go crazy? Yes, hey, we got a question right up here up front. What's your name? Sport?
No, good guess though, Picnic. Sport is actually a dog's name, I think. My name is Stephen Jenkins.
That's a Quick Nick, Stephen Jenkins. But you had a question.
Yes, thank you. My question is, how did you obtain your catchy pseudonym?
Now that's a great question. I actually thought it up myself, believe it or not. I knew if I was gonna pump you kids up, the old Nicholas Coopersmith just wasn't gonna cut it. So I thought about it for a while and I tried some different options like In-Dog or In-Rock, the Nickster or Nickorama. But it just didn't quite have the pizzazz like Quick Nick.
So it's not because you're an avid fan of consuming sandwiches from a basket while sitting on a blanket?
No, you're not understanding me. It's Quick Nick. You know, like fast, speedy.
Well, if you're trying to imply speed, perhaps you should have chosen something more like Snack Time or Power Bar instead of Picnic, which seems more leisurely.
It's Quick Nick! Quick Nick! I bet it's because you pick your nose all the time. Oh, I burned you! Awesome! Whatever. Listen, kids, it's now my privilege to introduce the director of Camp Gloryland, the man behind the myth, the life behind the legend, the senior behind the story, my boss, Mr. Wrinkles. Can I hear ya? Go crazy!
Thank you, Nicholas.
Quick, Nick.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Picnic. Greetings and salutations, my young friends. Let me welcome you all to Gloryland. Boy, we got some kind of a program for you all this year. We're going to have more fun than ever before. But before we can get down to it, we got to talk about some of our traditions.
What are traditions?
What are traditions, you ask? Well, they're like rules. Only when you call them traditions, young people don't complain. That's 'cause young people ain't too bright. I learned that trick from the crummy camp where I used to go when I was a kid, Hume Lake. At Hume Lake, they got these very same traditions, you see, but whereas they use the fancy, schmancy videos to explain the rules, the traditions, I mean, I have asked our cook, the Chow Gal, good morning, babies, and our maintenance man, Gus.
Yeah.
To do a series of dramas by way of explanation. Pay close attention, campers, because everything you need to know in order to enjoy your time at camp and to avoid the deeply shameful and potentially life-threatening consequences of mischievous behavior are detailed in these dramas. So, now, we got here any questions before we begin? Yes, the one in the back.
Yeah, like, when you say potentially life-threatening, like, is that supposed to be, like, a threat? Because, like, if you even, like, did anything mean to my life, my dad would so totally be furious and mad.
Well, isn't that interesting? I'd say, based on your generation's appearance and poor vocabulary, your father spends most of his time being furious and mad.
Thank you, he certainly does.
All right now, children, with no further ado, it is my privilege and pleasure to present to you the first annual Camp Gloryland Traditions Extravaganza.